Hello and a very warm welcome. Another different video and a first for the channel. Let's talk about INDYCar. I'm fastly becoming hooked to this great sport. Now, I've got to be honest, I'm not a massive lover of American sports, NFL, ice hockey, but I've got to say, INDYCar, I'm actually becoming hooked to it. I watched Indy500 on Sunday night and what a great show. I mean, Sky Sports had it on. NBSC had about 50 adverts, but Sky Sports had no adverts. Takuma Sato won his second Indy 500. The former Japanese Formula 1 driver basically took it off Scott Dixon. Scott Dixon dominated the race, led lap after lap. Takuma Sato passed him reasonably late on. Then they had to come through traffic, and Sato managed to hold on, and there was a big crash at the end for Spencer Pigot, and basically they finished behind the course car, safety car. But I've got to admit, I'm fastly becoming hooked. I've got to be honest, I never watched INDYCar till around 2017, the first time Alonso. Basically, Alonso going to Indy 500 has basically made me a fan of INDYCar. So I'm a hardcore F1 fan, I always will be, but Alonso going to complete the Triple Crown has got me pretty hooked to INDYCar. So 2017, I follow it now. We've got some quality drivers in INDYCar. A lot of ex-Formula 1 drivers. Pagenaud, Newgarden, Dixon, Will Power. Trying to think, Spencer Pigot, Ericsson, Chilton, Alonso, Rossi, oh my God. He got a penalty, did Alexander Rossi, for an unsafe release on Takuma Sato, and it touched. Rossi got sent to the back of the field. Someone crashed, and on the restart, he passed 5 cars. Bollocks like melons, Alexander Rossi. Couldn't make it in Formula 1. That was, honestly, I loved the thrill, excitement. The build-up was fantastic, the way they announced the drivers, national anthem, start your engines. I've got to admit, I was really impressed with Indy 500 as a spectacle. Of course, it was a bit sour with no fans, but the racing, the speed, the close wheel-to-wheel, going inside, round the outside, just 221 mile an hour, going left. I've got to say, I mean, the main reason I watch Indy 500 is to see Fernando Alonso get the Triple Crown. He's done Monaco, he's done Le Mans. Indy 500 still eludes him. And it's pretty much sums up Fernando Alonso. All the time he had a Honda engine in F1, it let him down. 2017 in Indy 500, when he was actually at the front, it let him down. Now Honda in 2020 were actually very good, and Alonso was at Chevrolet, so like Chevrolet instead of Honda. It just sums up Fernando Alonso. Quality driver, but career choices, like, so poor. Yeah, I was disappointed with Alonso. He was never really at the front. You had Takuma Sato and Scott Dixon at the front doing 221 mile an hour, and Alonso was doing 214, so he was 7 mile an hour slower, which is huge. But I've got to admit, I absolutely love watching INDYCar now. Formula 1, I watch practice, qualifying, the race. Addicted. I watch qualifying in the race for INDYCar. I do love other variations of motorsport. Obviously, we had no Formula 1 this weekend, so I watched the MotoGP in the afternoon. Moto3, Moto2, MotoGP. Then I chilled out for a bit, and then I watched INDYCar, as well as watching the Champions League. I was flicking. But INDYCar, what unbelievable. I'm actually hooked to INDYCar. Like, what a great sport. I mean, I'm gonna keep watching it. I'm kind of hooked to it. I love the speed, the close wheel-to-wheel action. It's crazy, the speeds they do. I mean, Rossi, when he passed 5 cars. And the safety of INDYCar was impressive as well. We saw some big crashes. Spencer Pigot, Marcus Ericsson. Connor Daly, Askew, did he crash? I want to say Askew. I'm not. I could. Every single F1 driver I could name easy. I know a lot of the IndyCar, but not every single one of them. But yeah, it was great. I loved watching it. Honestly, I was buzzing watching it. I was getting excited. Of course, I was supporting Alonso because I want him to complete the Triple Crown. Obviously, he may not do it next year because obviously he's at Renault full time for 2021-22. So interesting to see if Renault allow him to go and do it like McLaren did. But yeah, what a spectacle. Takuma Sato wins it for a second time. Great driver, Takuma Sato. 43 years of age. He was great in Formula 1. He's great in IndyCar. Scott Dixon should have won the race every day of the week. He dominated the race, really. Very harsh on Scott Dixon. Graham Rahal did a good job. Also does that charity event, the golfing event. Will Power wasn't really at the front. Newgarden, Pagenaud. Alonso was nowhere near the front. I was disappointed. He just didn't have the pace, Alonso. Yeah, but all in all, I really enjoyed it. And now I'm going to start I have been watching qualifying in the races. Indy500, they go to like Road America. That's an amazing circuit, Road America. Yeah, but very impressed with Indy500. A British fan is now hooked to an American sport. I never thought I'd be saying that, to be honest, because I really despise NFL. And yeah, but yeah, fantastic. Really enjoyed it. Congratulations to Takuma Sato. Well deserved, but for me, Scott Dixon should have won the race. He absolutely dominated. But that's the thrill of excitement of it. Anyone can win. Anyone can win. I mean, you could literally lead half a lap. It doesn't really matter as long as you win the race. And then, obviously, you get lifted up to the winner's podium. You get given, the wreath round you. The milk. The big trophy. Takuma Sato. Wow. Comment down below. Did you watch Indy 500? I really do like IndyCar, and yeah, the safety of IndyCars up there with Formula 1 as well. Fantastic.